So here we are at Round Lake on the inlet side of the Qu'Appelle River. This used to be a bit of a tricky spot to get to, but as you can see, they've done quite a bit of excavation. They actually opened up this channel all the way back to those campers in order to accommodate basically a marina. They did that through the ice fishing season. Actually, it was kind of cool to watch big excavators on the ice. Anyway, now it's a heck of a lot easier to get out here. So we're just kind of over here at the river bend, and yeah, we got 4 cats right here. It's crazy. All right, it's 28 fish here checking in. It's May 18th at about 3:50 on the Qu'Appelle River. Have a look at this. Great big channel cat. Let's get a measurement, Luke. Mom and Max are gonna hold the tape. Max, you gonna hold the tape?
Yeah, it is a 28 fish.
Look at this old girl. Ooh.
That's a big
This
one.
might be the biggest one we've had.
Okay, let's
Here's
do
the front
some.
here. Okay.
How do you know it's a girl?
It is. Luke, you gotta come over here and show the head and the back. It is. Luke's on. I think we got another channel cat here. Keep going, Luke. Keep the rod tip up, buddy.
Okay.
Fight him, fight him. Don't let him get caught into that other rod. Rod tip up, buddy. Whoa, look at him.
He's feisty.
Yeah. You know what, buddy? If you put the butt of the rod on your seat between your legs, it'll be much better to fight.
No. My hand is getting a little tired.
Well, you gotta. It's the fight. Oh, don't horse him. Just keep reeling, Lukey. You got him. He's coming. Yeah, he's okay. It's okay.
I'll get your net, honey.
You mean the net?
Yeah.
Are you all mixed up? Just careful. He's caught in a tree though. Okay. Don't force it. Just keep it up. Okay. Up like this. Come closer to mommy. Oh, he's strong. There he goes. He got off. Go. Keep going. Reel it in, buddy. Reel it.
It's broken.
No.
Oh.
Keep going.
It's like I'm.
Oh, yeah, Lucy.
Channel cat.
Yep.
Keep going backwards. Keep going backwards.
Channel cat fam.
Did you get him, Mom? Reeling, Luke. Reel.
Oh no, I can't get over there.
He's got a twig on him.
Yep.
I'll just try pulling him up to the shore.
Yeah, just. Here he's coming back.
Max has the fish. Another channel cat.
Okay. Lift it up. Oh, he's a big one.
Okay, I think I'm gonna win the championship.
Hey, Mom, come on. Come on, Mom. Yeah! Lukey, woohoo! Another big one. Nice job, Luke. Let's get a measurement on him. What do you think? Pretty cool, hey?
Awesome job, buddy.
She's on! First catfish, don't lose it. Lukey, are we going to be the net guys?
Loki, how did you reel these in?
Yeah, it's a fighter.
Yeah, they're.
Nice. No, they're not. Oh, no. Get him out of there if you can. Yeah. Walk this way. Yeah.
You ready for the net?
Nice. Okay. Lukey, I better do the net job.
Yeah, this is all I have, so.
Hey, Luke, here. You want to do the videoing? You stand back here and video. Okay.
Uh-oh. It's Luke here videotaping. They find it. Ooh. Did you see that? That is amazing. What do you think about that?
Look at this, Lukey.
Oh,
Mama's catfish.
that is biggie.
What do you got there, Christy?
Channel cat.
Cool, first channel cat. Nice, look at this thing.
Mommy's getting
Oh, yeah. Saskatchewan, baby. Woo! What's going on?
I don't know.
You got another one? Gotta keep it over that wood, buddy.
Doesn't look like a channel cat to me. Sucker.
Oh,
Dang sucker.
oh, it's a baby channel.
Ooh.
Cool.
Let's eat him. Nah.
Keep him out of that wood if you can, Luke. It's a young channel cat.
Channel?
Yeah,
Woo!
you got
Another
it.
channel.
Lift it up, buddy. Lift it up. Lift it up.
Oh, yeah,
Lift it
right.
up.
You got it all the way
That's a.
Yeah!
It's
Or
way
is that a
too
walleye?
big for a baby.
No, that's a
That's his baby. Yeah. Awesome!
There's a good eating
Look at this
size.
little guy. Nice. Luke, that's like the size of Dad's first one. Max, look at this.
Hey, Max.
Hey,
look,
Max.
It's a baby.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Did we whack you in the head? Lukey, what do we do?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, Lukey, you're on fire, baby! 28 fish, Lukey. What do you got to say?
You pee?
Way to go, Lukey. You were just watching that rod just like a good fisherman should. So here's a little thing with channel cats if you're new to them. I learned this the hard way. Their pectorals have incredibly sharp spines, especially these little ones. Look at that. Bring that in nice and closer. Look at that. It actually has like a quill. Same with the dorsal fin here.
Ooh, that kind of.
So if you squeeze behind the pectorals, there's a solid bone there. Nope, doesn't hurt the fish. Hey, now watch this. This is why these circle hooks are so cool. Look at how it just comes to the corner of the mouth. That's the way they're designed. And they just pop out so easy. Look at the colors on this thing. Look at this little nice job, buddy. Oh, he's grunting away. Okay, slippery little devil. So this one's going to go into the frying pan. We're going to make a blackened catfish for you. So I guess this is now a catch and cook video. We had it before. It was delicious. Hey Max, what are you getting right now from Daddy?
A shoulder ride.
Shoulder ride, yeah. We're going to try to explore over around this berm they've knocked down now. See if we can get to the lake spot. The inlet of the river to the round lake is usually a pretty good spot for carp. And I'm hoping the whole reason we're here actually is to get a big mouth buffalo. Max, it looks like we're not the only ones looking for fish. Look at that. Coyote and then bear. That's a big bear. Look at this. The size of my hand. Wow.
I can't believe we caught a perfect sized baby fish.
I know, great for eating.
Yeah.
I wonder how old that fish would be. But,
Pretty tape measure.
See if it works. Oh, now we can measure our fish. Yeah, so you can't get across here still. There is a bit of a old river bed, and the channel is still open with water. That's going to be probably money for carp spawning and stuff like that. But anyway, it's pretty late and it's getting pretty windy, as you can see. So we're going to just go home and I'll come back in a couple days. What happened, Max?
I was pretending to be a ninja and then I got a cut.
Oh, what cut you?
The grass.
Yeah, Max got cut on the long grass that's
Oh,
here.
there's blood on you.
Hey, oh, okay.
That's funny. Say funny. Funny.
Well, there's one that didn't make her through the winter. Nice big jackfish. Had a long life, obviously, pretty good. Okay, so we got the catfish home here. We're just gonna prepare the fillets. So if you've done a burbot before, it's very similar to a catfish. Essentially, you're gonna have a fillet that comes down the center, the back, down around the head, and then you're gonna come down to the rib cage here. And then after that, the tail section here is all one piece. So kind of the best way to do it is to cut in from the side down, get your angle cut at the head, follow down to the ribs. And once you get to this point, you can stick the knife all the way through, follow the backbone all the way down through the tail, and you'll have your fillet. There's also belly meat. This guy being so tiny probably won't have very much on there.
Filleting the fish is my favorite part.
How come?
Cause I get to see the belly, and there's just so much things to see in the world.
Yeah, well look at this. Look at what's on the catfish here, Luke.
Woo.
It's got a whole bunch of these little suckers. Actually, all four that we caught had these little blood suckers all over their fins and such. I guess I can't rub them off, but guess we all got to survive somehow. Okay, let's fillet this fish. I usually start with the head cut here. They have a very bony skeleton. So there's quite a bit of meat up inside the head there, so you kind of want to make sure you're getting that angle just right. And because they don't have a pronounced hump on their back, you kind of want to just feel along the backbone once you get it through. Like that. And then we're going to just work the knife back along the ribs. The catfish is a fatty fish, oily fish, I guess. So if you ever had like largemouth bass, it's pretty similar. Or I would say it's kind of comparable to burbot.
Obviously not, you don't get those nice long back straps, but one continuous fillet. But I don't know, we ate one a couple years ago that we caught. Well, it was a little bigger than this actually.
And we made a blackened catfish, and that's what I'm going to prepare.
Again, I've been having a hankering for ever since we made it.
So like I said, you want to continue around that rib cage hump. There are no Y bones in the catfish, so that's kind of a delight. You don't have to worry about those. Really, you're just going to get one nice big chunk of meat. So like I said, kind of following along the ribs. Down you go over that hump, and then once you get past that kind of rib cage, you can just go straight through.
Oh, I just saw
So
something.
I'm going to go straight through there and just work my knife along the backbone. You can feel it going around and then through. Like a burbot, once it hits that sort of rib, then it transitions to the belly meat, and that's where you want to kind of be careful you don't puncture through the membranes, because you hit the guts. Not that it really matters that much, but there you go. So that's basically your catfish fillet. So what you're going to do now is basically just like any other fish, you're going to get your knife between the meat and the skin.
Well, in the middle, there's more meat
That's
than
right,
the
Luke.
where the head and the tail part.
Mm-hmm.
Because that doesn't really need much muscle. Well, I mean the tail does. It's just that.
So were these
the
strong?
muscle-
Were these strong fish when you were fighting them, Lukey? Yeah.
Well, it was easy. Like that was a little guy. He.
You didn't pull quite as big as the big one, eh? But he's still pretty powerful for his size, eh?
Yeah, because he had big, strong muscles.
There you go.
Stay healthy.
There's your fillet. There's no bones in here. You don't have to cut down the middle or nothing like that. On a bigger one, seam of fat here, you'll probably want to take that off there, just for flavor. Nice firm meat. It is oily, but that's catfish. Doesn't have a very strong smell to it. It's kind of like I would say kind of whitefish kind of smell. Cooked up nice and white. Obviously, this guy's pretty small, so it's not the thickest fillet, but it's definitely thicker than a walleye of a similar size. So there you go, Lukey. Here's supper for tomorrow, buddy. Are you gonna try some blackened catfish?
I'm just way too tired.
You're way too tired to talk. Okay. Well, I better leave it till then. We'll show you the recipe when we get to it. Okay, we're gonna make that blackened catfish now. So blackened is a staple Cajun style of cooking. That doesn't mean it's burnt. What it means is basically that you're caramelizing all the spices that are part of the rub. So you can buy a blackened rub in the store. I think we got this at the dollar store. Not the most common thing around in this neck of the woods, just because it's not a style that gets used that often, but you can make it from readily available spices that are right there in your spice cupboard. So essentially, we're gonna mix this up for you. And the most important thing though is the cast iron frying pan. So you can see this is getting nice and smoky here. I have it on kind of medium high, and it's very important to use cast iron or it's not going to work properly. gonna try this catfish here. Yeah. So the fish is not very fishy. Any oiliness that would normally be with catfish is masked with the buttery flavor. All the spices are coming through, a little bit of heat from the cayenne. It's nice. I think the only thing I might add, I saw one recipe with a little bit of lemon pepper. I think that would be nice to brighten the flavor a little bit. And otherwise, it's excellent. Really nice. Give it a try. Add a little bit of lime zest just to brighten it up a bit. Without using sugar, that's a good way to do it. Some citrus. Give it a try. Oh, that's money. Right on. Christy's doing a little aioli with some mayonnaise on hers just to give it a little bit of padding for some of that heat because she doesn't really like the heat. You can do it whichever way you want. It's all good. So, get yourself out there to the Qu'Appelle River. Get yourself some catfish. They are edible. They are delicious. They are definitely a fish you want to seek after. They're strong to fight. They're a lot of fun to catch. When they hit hard. And yeah, it's pretty cool, underused fishery in Saskatchewan. So get yourself out there. 28 fish. See you next time.